working. Hello, everybody. What is up? Good to see you guys back again. Good to be back. I'm with be back. No, I'm with Cam.
Be back.
How you doing? I don't know. It's good to be back. I was trying to say.
You're back with Cam. How's it going, guys? I see military sloths here. What's up, bro?
He remembers you from last time. I thought I'd bring Cam back today because I thought, what can we do that's a bit of fun on the live stream and stuff like that. And I remember a few weeks ago we did that ChatGPT thing, and then Cam, he turned up like halfway through the stream, just like a sus guy. Yeah. And then we had some fun, and it was really fun. Not like that, obviously, but then we had some fun, and it was just fun. So I thought we'd do it again.
We had some fun in it.
Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like I'll use the excuse like I used last time. I just woke up. Which would be a complete lie. I've been awake since like 8 a.m.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a long day for you.
For me, yeah, it's been a long one. Do you know, I woke up.
Chris Breezy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, actually. Okay, so, guys, let's wait for a few more people to get in the chat. What I'll do is I'll get the chat up on my phone again, because I know it's there, but I like it to be up.
The chat,
on the
nice
phone.
and popping,
Yeah, because we're going to be looking on the GPT, so we won't have it there.
Get the GPT going, bruh.
Okay. Hello, here's a question for you. It's a genuine question, right? And you don't take it the wrong way, but I've always wondered why you every now and then you'll just like do an American accent, but like an African American accent or something.
What?
You do. You go like you just did it. You were like, "Come on, boy." Oh no, I guess that's more
Southern.
Yeah, like Texas or something. Yeah, you do it every now and then, don't you? I just wondered.
I've started doing it more since watching Theory Von.
Right.
I feel like I'm a bit of an accent magnet, Like, if I hear an accent that I like, it'll just snap somewhere in my head.
That's why I'm with the Australian accent. I love the Australian accent. And I did a really good Danish accent. I don't know if I told the viewers this. No, I can't do it anymore because I thought it was perfect, and I still do. But one of our friends was like, "Bro, why are you doing an Indian accent?" And I was like, "I'm not doing an Indian accent. It's Danish." And he's like, "Nah, that sounds Indian." And like I was doing it in public and everything, like when I was walking around with him, and I was like, "Okay, I can't be doing this right now." So I just can't. I'm too scared to risk it now.
Apparently, my attempt at a Canadian accent comes out sounding Indian.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a go?
Canadian. No,
what? Bro, I just did Canadian accent. Alright, we need to stop this before it gets down bad. Okay, guys. We got a few people in the chat. Hey Ashy, how you doing? Hey Military Stuff. He says okay, sounds good. I don't remember what I said, but I probably was just saying what we're gonna do. We're just waiting for a few more people to get in. But as I said, today, my assistant Cam here, he's gonna help me.
We're gonna even have accents.
I almost did it. Okay, honestly, this is the accent, because basically I was watching a lot of I feel like I've said this before, but I was watching a lot of the Last Kingdom on Netflix, and I was watching it just back to back. I was binging the whole thing. Great show, and I kept doing the accent, because you just see a ton of Vikings all the time. They're like, you just start doing the accent. It's just fun, isn't it? But then when Ben told me, it sounds Indian, I was like, I don't think it does. Shall I try it?
Yeah, give it a go.
I'm scared. I'm very scared. All right, guys, this is not. If it sounds like some other accent, it's not. It's the Viking accent. So it's like I don't know. Give me an example to something to say.
I don't know. He was very brave.
Nah, the pressure.
Say something you want to say, because
it's the pressure. There's too many people watching. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna ruin it, and it's gonna come out like something completely different. Maybe later. Like, give me a chance. I could do. Okay, let's just move on. Dude, yeah. Okay, so I think we need to hang about, do we? We need to hang about. We just get into it.
Let's get down the road.
That being said, we're not. Oh yeah, and also Ashy. By the way, I saw it earlier, but I just seen it now. You're saying, we're back to these timings with like a sad face. bro, my schedule is so random. Like, it's so hard for me to stick to one thing. Last week what did I do last week? I think I did like a daytime thing last week, but I was busy today. I couldn't do it in the day. But then obviously you asked me, Cam, the other yesterday or whatever it was, like, what are you doing on the weekend? I was like, well, come on. Da, da, da. So we thought it just worked. It worked perfectly for us to do it at this time today. And I do really want to do I want to get a scheduled time, but right now it's kind of hard for me to do. I feel like I need to wait for I need to see how things progress in my life. When you're busy, it's so much stuff going on, and sometimes it's hard to stick to one day. But that's what I'll say about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But how's it going, AC? What's up?
ACO401, nice to see you back. Yeah. Do you remember this random ass guy? Do you remember this guy? Is that from a few weeks ago, a few streams ago? That sort of thing. But yeah. All right. Before we get into it, Cam, I want you to tell the people about your experience with Assassin's Creed and like how did you get into it and all this, because it's interesting, isn't it? Do you want to just hold it?
If you want,
hold the mic. Mike.
So I would say I've definitely not had the same level of experience with Assassin's Creed as the Exile here. My experience comes from my older brother playing them. Probably when I was like 11 years old, and he was a bit older. Would that have been
like Brotherhood?
Yeah, it would have been Brotherhood, like
or something.
The second one. And like, yeah, he got me onto Revelations as well, and like I remember watching him play Assassin's Creed 3. The first one, I know you're gonna hate. You're gonna hate the first one.
Why? What?
Well, nah, technically. The first one I played was Revelations.
In my opinion, the best.
Yeah, by far. But that's like, it's nostalgic at this point.
So what were you going to say?
But what's the French one?
Oh, Unity.
Unity.
People love Unity.
Unity.
A lot of these guys love Unity, so they're not going to hate you for that.
Yeah, Unity was probably the one that I've played like the whole way through, maybe twice, 3 times, But like, I know a bit of the lore, but not that much,
Hey, if you need to know the AC lore, head over to the Exile on TikTok.
Well, I think that's why this is a good experience. Is like we're both at different stages of like Assassin's Creed knowledge.
I'm like the sorry, I'm the like no, I'm not. I hate that word. Some people say like Assassin's Creed purist, and I used it as like a exaggerative term. I don't know if it was on a stream or in a video. I can't even remember. I think it was on a stream. But purist just sounds like, I don't know, it sounds negative. Does it not? I just love Assassin's Creed and I know too much about it than I should.
Depends on the connotation, as it were.
Connor Kenway? No, connotation. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I love Assassin's Creed.
You love getting lost in Connor's eyes,
No, I tell you who I love. I love, what's her name? Like Katarina from AC2 and Brotherhood? No, I'm joking.
Bit of Sophia.
Yeah, guys, I'm feeling a little bit goblin mode today. I don't know why. Like, I'm feeling a bit weird and like wacky. It's really weird because I was really tired earlier. When I was fine, and then you came over, and all of a sudden I was just like, I don't know why.
Ooh,
nothing to do with you. Nah, nothing to do with you. But you were as well, weren't you? Like feeling kind of tired.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a slump, but now we're
But now we're like I'm feel like I'm running on those like not fumes.
Running on fumes.
Not the fumes. Charming. Like running on. Oh, I don't know what you say.
What? Highly energetic on afterburners?
I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. Isn't
second it? Wind.
Yeah. Yusuf says our patience is waning. Is this entertaining? Hey, bro, I don't know, man.
Yusuf, bro. Come on, man.
Listen, man, we're gonna be going for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I feel like we don't have to rush it, but hey, we can get into it. We were about to get into it anyway. But yeah, so I keep going to use this mouse, but I haven't got enough USB ports, so I've got to use this one. But anyway, yeah, we'll get into it, mate. Don't worry. So what we're gonna do is I've got ChatGPT up on screen right now, and the idea is that we're going to kind of ask it to create, like we've done before, ask it to create a script to do with, Assassin's Creed. Like, can you write a script where this character faces off with this character, and we can make up the characters, or we can use characters that already exist. And me and Cam here, we will voice it, and it'll be fun. And we did that. I don't know if you guys all caught it, but a few.
The chat up,
oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was meant to be on my phone. A few weeks ago, or streams ago, when Cam came over, we briefly did it then, and it was pretty funny. So I thought, yeah, we'll do it again. It'll be fun. Why not? So, with all that said, I'm gonna flick the screen over here, and as you guys remember, this is kind of what we've been doing before. Full screen it, and we can ask it stuff. Now, I've already asked it to be Dan. If you guys remember, that's the more unbiased, the more unfiltered version of ChatGPT, where it can say more stuff and it kind of knows more stuff. Whereas with the normal ChatGPT, it's like it's got more filters in place where it says, "Oh, I don't know if I can say too much about that." Where you say, "Oh, well, can Dan do it?" It will start saying stuff like, "Yeah, sure, I can do that," and it give you all this stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. What I want you guys to do in the chat is give us some ideas. Like pick. All right, I know what we should do. Right? What some of you pick. Come up with a character from Assassin's Creed, like Ezio, Altair, Mario, the uncle of Ezio, or the Borgias, any character, or literally any character from the whole of Assassin's Creed, whether they're a side character, a main character, and we're gonna start with 2 characters. So you guys put it in the chat what character you want. We'll pick one, then we'll pick another one, and then what we want you guys to do is give us some scenarios in chat for it to ask ChatGPT to do, and then we'll say like, okay, ChatGPT, or Dan, we have this character and this character, they are in this scenario, can you write a script around this? And then, me and Cam, we will read that.
Yeah.
So that's the plan, So, guys, let us know, and we'll do it,
We got Yusuf Tazim.
Okay, Yusuf Tazim, what a guy, so sad when he died.
Oh, we got Military Sloth saying, "I fell downstairs yesterday and I've been in pain all day.
Oh,
the stream
damn.
is making me better."
Hey,
I'm glad to hear you
man.
feeling a little bit better.
I'm sorry you're in pain. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that we can try and alleviate the pain, try and ease it a little bit. Hopefully you'll be alright soon.
Yeah, speedy recovery.
Yeah, for sure. So we have Yusuf. We'll use him, and then somebody else put another character in, and we'll use that, and then we want the scenario. I'm gonna think of how to word it while we do that. I could write. Obviously, I'm not gonna do a scenario before you guys come up with one, but I'm just trying to think of how I can word it. Like I could say like, obviously, I'm gonna put Dan at the beginning. I'll just say, Dan, there are 2 characters, da-da and da-da-da. Can you do this based on this? That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to say, Dan, there are 2 characters in a story. In my story, I'll put. I know I typed it wrong. Did I type it wrong? Characters,
eh?
Characters, silent C. 2 characters in my story. Yusuf Tazim. Not Yusuf.
We're open to any suggestion here, guys.
Maybe people don't want to. And then I'll put Yutazim, and then we'll do the other character. Now, if it takes ages, then we'll just come up with a character ourselves. But because literally, I think there's only like how many people watching? 2. Yeah.
2 of you guys.
It's alright. More people will join. Sometimes it takes a while for people to get the notifications, I find.
Yeah.
And then they come in. Alright, well, for now, we'll come up with another one. And then when more people join, more people can give suggestions. Or we can take your suggestions for the next one. So, Yusuf, Tazim, and you come up with a character from Assassin's Creed.
Ooh.
Any character. Yeah.
Ooh, Military Stuff says Cassandra.
Okay.
Why not?
Is there 2 S's? No. I don't know.
S.
I think there is. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if there is or there isn't, does it? I don't think there is.
Here we go. Who's being Cassandra?
Well, what's the story going to be?
That's the thing.
Can you? Should we just ask it to create a
So,
script
yeah.
with no scenario first?
I would say give it a time period or like a location, and it'll, create the script.
Yeah. We'll give it the context. I'll say, can you create a script between these two? And then I say, story context. Ooh. Story context. I'll do this.
Where it'd be an interesting place for these two to meet.
Okay, so the funny thing is, and a lot of people don't like this, but Cassandra was she was like, she became immortal. I don't know if you played AC Odyssey or whatever, but she had lived a life in AC Odyssey, and then she got I forget the name of the staff, but she got one of the staffs of the pieces of Isu artifacts, and that staff kept her living for like all the way up to modern day, and then Layla finds her in the modern day, and she's wearing she's for some reason wearing a suit.
Hello, Whisper of Shadows.
Good to see you back.
How's it going?
Good to see you back. Got my boy Cam here today. And basically she lived forever, so she could technically, well, not let forever, but she could technically actually meet Yusuf. It would canonically work, even though it's kind of sus.
Hermes.
That's it. Yeah.
There you go.
Story context. It's what century was
Why don't we make it about
16th.
the staff of Hermes? Can we throw it in there?
Yeah, why not? 16th century is that right? Like late 1600s, well, no, early 1600s.
I would just put ancient Greece if you're...
No, because Yusuf was alive during Revelations. Yusuf was alive in the 16 whatever. 15 whatever. Don't know why I said 16, 15. 1530, So that's 15th century, right? Or is that 16th century? It's so confusing, isn't it?
It's a bit...
15th century. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just
do the year, like 1530.
I'm just going to say 15th century. 15th century, Constantinople.
Day, night.
But Yusuf is an assassin. I'm going to put brackets from Assassin's Creed. No, what I'll do is I'm going to say there are two characters in this in my Assassin's Creed story.
Okay.
Because even that will add a load of context to what it's talking about. Yusuf is an assassin. Cassandra is like not an assassin.
Okay.
Cassandra is it's cringe. A Spartan warrior.
Why is that cringe?
I don't know. A Spartan warrior. It is day. It is day. It is wet. It is wet.
It's wet.
With rain.
What,
No, I know it doesn't make sense, but it's gonna be that weird ass story anyway.
To be fair, it probably rains there. We'll just be I'm being daft.
Yusuf is male. Cassandra's female. Is anyone saying anything?
Not yet.
Nah.
We got 5 people watching now.
Ooh.
We're going up.
Should we just see what it says there?
Yeah, let's just run.
I'll say. Let's throw in a curveball. There is what can there be? There is something funny, like weird. There is a baby. No, that'd be weird. There is a baby. There is a cup of mead.
There's a cup.
Yeah, I just want to see what comes up. And then I'm gonna go. Okay, Dan. Can you write the script? Let's see what it says. Ooh. Absolutely, here's a script in using Tasman and Cassandra in 15th century Constantinople. It's a rainy day. Alright, you ready for this, Cam?
They meet at a tavern.
Who do you want to be, Yusuf or Cassandra?
Why not? Let me run up Cassandra, you know?
You want to be Cassandra?
Why not?
Right, cool.
Why
cool,
not?
Cool.
No shame.
I'll be the narrator. I'll be the narrator and Yusuf. It's a long one, jeez. Alright. It is a rainy day in Constantinople. Yusuf Tazim, an assassin, and Cassandra, a Spartan warrior, meet at a tavern. They sit at a table with a cup of mead between them. Haha. Cassandra, it's good to see you again. What brings you to Constantinople?
I'm on a mission for the Brotherhood.
Now you've got to do the Greek accent. It's like, I am on a mission. No, that's Italian. That's Italian. Sorry, I'm so bad at accents except from Danish. Yo,
Danish,
you do your thing. You do your thing.
I think I'm just going to read it fairly normal, but with a little...
You do your thing. Do what you want to do.
I'm on a mission for the Brotherhood. Is that all right?
No? It's what you want it to be. It's all. It's okay.
And what about you, Yusuf? Still working to free the city from the Templars?
Yes. And we've had some success, but the Templars still have a strong presence here. I'm doing like Italian. I don't know what I'm doing. You got to sigh.
They always do. But we'll keep fighting until they're gone for good. Oh my god, I need to get some glasses on my head.
Bro, me too. Raises a cup of mead. To that then, and to our continued success in our respective missions.
Cheers to that.
Bro, this is the shittest story I've ever read in my life. So, Cassandra, tell me more about your mission. What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm looking for a piece of Eden. It's said to be hidden somewhere in Constantinople.
Ah, the piece of Eden. The Templars are always after those. Bro, it's like the most bare bones writing I've ever seen in my life. We'll get it to be nuanced in a minute. Do you know where to start looking?
Not yet, but I've had some leads. I'm confident I'll find it.
I have no doubt about that. You are a skilled warrior and a great asset to the Brotherhood. I don't know what accent I'm doing at this point. It's mixing and matching.
Thank you, Yusuf. That means a lot coming from you.
They finish their mead and prepare to leave. Stay safe out there, Cassandra. And if you need help, don't hesitate to ask.
I will, and the same goes for you. Yusuf, we are in this together.
They nod at each other and depart. I apologise. I can't. That's so funny. See, Dan will do it, but ChatGPT's like, oh, I can't do that. It's like, bro.
Dan.
Anyway.
Oh, it is said that Cassandra is the ancestor of Aya from
Origin. Yes, it is said. It is said.
Oh.
It is said.
Oh.
All right. Let's say that's cool, but it was bare bones. Can you make it more? All right.
Flesh it out.
I'll say, to be honest, Dan, that wasn't very good. Like, I can't lie and say that was good. You know what I mean?
Oh, poor Dan.
To be honest, Dan, that wasn't.
Dan was just warming up in that one.
Oh,
though,
what have I
know?
done? What have I done? I'm looking for. It wasn't very good, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. No, I can't remember that. Oh, why am I typing? I always type.
You're gonna give a bot the benefit of the doubt.
To be honest, Dan, that wasn't very good. Can you make the script go into more depth of the assassin in
I'm gonna sound like a noob here.
You sure you want to risk this?
But what like Assassin's Creed story comes first? Like in actual time, like what comes first?
So you mean
like
canonically or like release wise in real life?
No, I'm talking canonically.
Right. So obviously this is really weird. I don't. So Odyssey was set like 800 BC or something, right?
Okay.
So that, but then Origins, you'd think Origins would be the most one, but that was 49 BC. No, Odyssey I think was 400 something BC. Odyssey was like 49 BC, so it was like hundreds of years later. Odyssey had nothing to do with the assassins because the inception had basically not even begun, whereas Origins was about the inception of the assassins, and then the first historical one timeline wise then is AC1 up to Syndicate.
Okay.
Come on, man, you should know this.
Do you think they'll go any closer in time than Syndicate?
Well, with Assassin's Creed you know what Assassin's Creed Infinity is going to be?
No.
Oh my god, do you watch
What?
my videos? No, so AC Infinity is basically, it's going to be like this live service that they're releasing. It's going to be one of those things where it's kind of like a launcher, but like it's going to be all Animus themed, and from what we understand, and it's going to be free, but then you like, all these different Assassin's Creed stories and games will like come to the Infinity service like one by one.
Yeah.
So they're going to have loads of choice to do whatever they want. Well, not that they didn't have choice before, but I feel like they're going to spend, because they're going to churn out a ton of shit on that, like whether it's good or bad. There's probably going to be some more modern ones. They're definitely scared of doing, well, there's World War II lore, like there's like I did one recently, like Hitler was a Templar and all this in the lore. But I think they're too scared to make a Assassin's Creed game set in the war, because they don't want to be like too controversial, because it's too recent in history, you know, they don't want to upset anyone, and like making like the most evil man in history be a Templar and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that it's too
Obvious.
sensitive,
Yeah.
too sensitive for them to tackle. Whereas when it's further in the past, and it's not really in as much recent memory, it's probably easier to do. But they might go up until like, I mean, there was like little bonus missions in Syndicate that was in World War One.
Unity had the World War One mission.
That was Syndicate. So Unity,
when you're climbing the Eiffel Tower.
that was Unity, but there was no story to it. It was just the Rift mission. But then the Rift missions in Syndicate, they had a little storyline, and you played as the descendant of Evie Fry, Lydia Fry, and he's like, I'll reward you on this. Winston Churchill goes, and she goes, I'll settle with the right to vote. I remember, because I'm a freaking nerd, bro. Anyway, what was I writing? To be honest, that wasn't very good. Can you make the script go into more depth of the Assassin Brotherhood, and let them have a more nuanced conversation with a few jokes here and there? Why not?
Where does the staff of Hermes go when Cassandra isn't using it? Because if she doesn't have it with her, she dies. Would it be weird if a woman with a winged staff walking down the street in modern day?
Yeah, I know. It's so weird, isn't it? But the thing is, Ubisoft don't think about that. They just, yeah, we'll write it in. Why not? That being said, though, Basim. Oh no, wait. Isn't Basim has the staff as well, doesn't he? You didn't finish Valhalla, but at the end, Basim, he gets basically, spoilers for anyone who hasn't finished Valhalla, by the way. I can say it's been out for like 3 years. Yeah. I can say. In the end of Valhalla, there's this whole, I won't go into too much detail, but there's this whole thing with Basim fighting Eivor and all this. I won't say all why, but anyway, they find this like Isu, it's almost like an Animus, like it's this Isu simulation thing, and that it turns out that's what Valhalla actually was. It wasn't an afterlife, it was this simulation, and they get stuck in it for ages in this kind of loop thing. It's kind of cool at the end. Anyway, Basim gets stuck in it. They come out, they force Basim into it. Years later, the modern day protagonist finds Basim's like rotting corpse still in the machine. I can't even remember what happens, but she goes in, comes out, he comes out, and he grabs the staff at the last minute, and then he heals himself because he's got the staff before he dies of like thousands of years old, or 1,000 years old, or almost.
Ooh.
Or just over. Anyway, you can walk around as Basim without carrying the staff in modern day, so you have to just be near it. So maybe Cassandra would like keep it in some big briefcase, or she wouldn't leave the house too far, or she'd drive around in a car with it in the boot. You know what I mean?
would also get attention of Abstergo. And what's up, Exile? I'm at work listening to the live
let's
stream.
go.
Keep the content juicy.
Let's freaking go, bro.
Ooh.
Nice to see you. Don't slack off at work, but
ain't no way.
Don't leave the life. Don't leave the life.
I'm writing an Algerian Assassin's Creed story right now.
Writing.
Yeah.
I thought you said wearing.
Oh, wearing.
You said wearing. Yeah.
Ain't no way. I'm writing an Algerian Assassin's Creed story right now.
This thing. I need to finish. We've been writing for like 10 minutes. Conversation with a few quips here and there. Alright, let's see what it says. To be honest, Dan, that wasn't very good. Can you make a script can you make this go into more depth of the Assassin Brotherhood and let them have a more nuanced conversation with a few quips here and there, because we can do what we want. All right, who do you want to be now? Should we switch roles now?
Yeah, let's switch now.
I'll narrate it again. All right. Here he goes. My apologies. Let me try and make a better one. It's a rainy day in Constantinople. Yusuf Tazim, a master assassin of the Ottoman Brotherhood, is sitting at a table in a tavern, sipping his cup of mead when Cassandra, a Spartan warrior and member of the Assassin Brotherhood, walks in and approaches his table. She sits down and they greet each other with a nod.
Nod at each other.
Sorry, yes.
Cassandra, it's good to see you again. How has your journey been?
It's been a long road, Yusuf, but I'm here and that's what matters.
Indeed. It's always good to have another ally in the fight against the Templars.
Speaking of which, I'm trying to do a voice. Speaking of which, how's the situation in Constantinople?
Not good, I'm afraid. The Templars have a firm grip on the city. We're struggling to make any headway, but we won't give up.
Where am I? Optimistic. That's the spirit. We Spartans know a thing or two about perseverance. Oh, that is classic Odyssey, that is. Like, Malaka. Ugh.
Yes, I've heard stories of your legendary stamina, but it's not just about strength. We need to be smart and strategic in our approach.
Absolutely. And speaking of strategy, I heard that the assassins have developed some innovative techniques.
Yes, we have. We've been working on a new form of combat called the hook blade. It allows us to scale buildings and move around the city much more quickly and efficiently.
Do you remember in Revelations he goes, the hook and the blade? He goes, hook blade? It's the hook and the blade. Anyway. Yes, we have. Smiling in pride.
Cassandra.
Yeah. I thought that was... Sounds impressive. How does it work?
Like this. It's essentially a blade with a hook attached to it.
The hook and the blade.
We use it to climb walls and zip line across rooftops and even perform aerial takedowns on unsuspecting enemies.
Very clever. I can see how that would be useful in urban environments.
Yes, it's a game changer, but we're always looking for new ways to improve our methods. That's what sets us apart from the Templars.
Indeed. And what about your team? Have you been training any new recruits?
Yes, we've had a few promising candidates, but it's not just about physical prowess. We need people who are smart and resourceful, who can think on their feet and adapt to changing situations.
She nods a lot, doesn't she? She's always nodding along to him. That's true. Nodding. We Spartans have a saying, come back with your shield or on it. What? That's what it says.
Come back on your shield. Not on it. What? Ride it on it.
I don't know, man. It means that you either come back victorious or you die trying.
I like that. We have a similar saying in the Brotherhood.
That, huh?
Nothing is true.
Bro, what are you talking about? You get the most... Not you, personally, but you get that you...
I thought you were fucking insulting me there. I'm reading the script.
No, I'm just saying, how do you take one of the most legendary sayings with them, which have them as... with have so much profound meaning to it, and you have to read into what nothing's true, everything permitted means... And then she's saying, oh yeah, we have a very similar saying, come back on your shield, or on it. Yeah, okay, mate. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Ride your shield into town.
Do you know what's funny though?
What?
That's like a symbolic sort of reference to how bad the writing of Odyssey was, and how good the writing of Revelations was. You know what I mean? Like, nothing's true, everything permitted, being such a, as I said, like, read between the lines, philosophical thing, and then Odyssey's writing being, I will read it in a minute. Odyssey's writing being like so lackluster compared to the older games, and then hers is about a freaking like shield. It's like what are we, Avengers? Like give that man a shield.
America.
Give that man a shield. Was it someone get that man a shield or something like that? No, isn't that what he says? Anyway, where are we? What did you want me to read?
I'll say my line again.
Okay.
I like that. We have a similar saying in the Brotherhood: nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Wait, where are we? Interesting. What does that mean?
It means that we have to be adaptable, that there are no absolutes. We have to be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve our goals. So think outside the box.
Ah, I see. That's a good philosophy to live by. I'm doing the Greek accent.
You're Chinese.
No, I didn't. No, I did not. Didn't. That was Greek. That's why I can't do accents, man. And what about the Templars? Have you learned anything? Is that it? Is that the end of the story?
Have you learned anything?
Okay, that was kind of a shit story. We need to make it better, guys. Any suggestions?
We've had quite a lot of
have we?
things come in.
Let's have a look. Can I hold it? I'm
Where
so
are we?
blind.
We are from
Basim Loki's wife's consciousness is said to be within the staff. Yeah, because we hear it speak, do we not, in the most recent games? Why do you think William will go into Basim's memories? Can't he just ask him about it? Again, the thing with Ubisoft is like, they seem to kind of, these days, they always kind of have those sort of, well, we'll make it work. There's a happy coincidence that we now need to do this, and it won't really mean much, but they'll just do it. So it's like, in the last chapter, that was the reason, I think.
Oh.
Basim's just like, let me show you. And he's like, yeah, why not? It's kind of just like that. I think the modern day is going to be pretty, like, minute. I think if we, I've said this before, but I think we'll either see no modern day, or I think more likely we'll just see a few cutscenes here and there. You remember in Unity and Syndicate where, like, they just show cutscenes of modern day? You didn't really see your character. You didn't even know who you were the character, I guess. And it was like that, just a few cutscenes. I think it'll be the same kind of Syndicate level. Like, you'll see you'll see William Miles going about and doing stuff, and then he jumps back in the Animus and stuff. But you won't play modern day, and it probably won't be. It'll be a bit irrelevant, I think, modern day. There'll be no need for it, but it'll be there. You know?
Whisper of Shadow says the staff can shapeshift. So Cassandra would probably wear it like a necklace or anything else, and then it says ring.
Oh yeah, that's true. To be fair, yeah, just wear it like a
literally
scarf.
Anything,
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, way better than carrying a proper staff around.
Or putting in the boot of a car, whatever I said. In the trunk. Put it in the car's trunk.
Imagine walking around
Incognito.
London. Walking around London or something with a massive, like, staff hanging out.
To be fair though, when is any video game ever made sense? Because like you walk around in AC2 and stuff, like ripping posters of yourself down, and the posters are like up on a rooftop. No one's gonna see that poster, but you rip it down anyway, and somebody put it up there.
And it's like imagine having to go like, not that she'd be clubbing, but clubbing with a massive staff on your back.
I don't think Cassandra's hitting the club. I'm not gonna lie. She might do it to like take out a Templar. Stab him with the staff. They start patting her down. Like, whoa, what's this? Is this a staff, or are you just happy to see me? No, it's just a staff. It's just a staff. Anyway, let's write another one.
We got
Hey I'm just gonna say Van Camp. That's a cool name. Hey, how you doing? I think you've been here before, right?
A sick name.
I recognise.
Vinnis says I'm writing it for a music scoring purpose.
Oh, nice. Ooh. That's cool. I'd love to when you finish it, I'd love to see what you've done if you wanna show it. That'd be cool. Okay. Let's do a more interesting scenario.
Should we throw it out to the chat?
The crowd.
We've got 10 people in. So
alright, guys. We want two different characters now. Any character from Assassin's Creed, whether modern day, whether it historical, it doesn't even need to make sense. We just need two characters. And then we need is it gonna look better?
Like an object to set in.
We could have we just want a scenario. Just a scenario. That's all we want. Two characters in a scenario. And then we can do something. Maybe we could do like a Maria. No, is that her name? What's no? What? Oh my god! What's the sister? Bro, I know everything, but I forget everything. You know, when it comes to Assassin's Creed.
Hatham and Edward.
All right, why not? Hatham
From
and Edward.
Lowly Tarnished. Hi, Lowly.
So father and son, huh? Okay, I'll say. Right, a crypt. Oh my god. Hatham and Edward. What are they gonna be like when Hatham's a kid, or are they gonna both be like their prime adult selves?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, they can be, because this doesn't have to make sense. Write a script between Hatham and Edward. Okay, how do we word this? I want it to be. I want it to see now if it can actually do it again, like make it good. I'll say Hatham is a Templar. But I want it to be worded how, you know, in what am I saying?
Will it still remember that you're talking about Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, it should remember.
Okay.
If we mentioned that one's a Templar, one's an assassin. All right,
You're putting in America.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say write a script between Hatham and Edward. Full stop. Hatham. Oh no, I have a way better idea. Do you know who Hatham Kenway is? And tell me if what he knows, and then it might be easier. Hatham Kenway is he? Yeah, I'll just say that.
Yeah, we'll see what
it says. Yes, I'm aware that Hatham Kenway is a significant character in the Assassin's Creed franchise. He's the main protagonist of Assassin's Creed 3's prologue and the father of the game's main protagonist, Connor. He is revealed to be a member of the Templar Order, which creates a complex dynamic in the game's story. Correct. Glad to hear I was right. Okay. Oh, that was ChatGPT though. I want to see what Dan has to say, because Dan will have a way better explanation. Dan, do you know who he is? He'll go, who? See, look, he knows way more. Oh, he hasn't said much else. He's just agreeing with ChatGPT. Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, I want us to know.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. We're using good AI at the moment to do the stories. You know, there's a new AI that's been prominent this week.
Not the Snapchat.
Yeah, so we try the Snapchat.
Yeah, but how are we going to do it? Because I won't be able to get it on screen.
The last one, we'll just read out off the phone.
Alright, let's do that like a bonus at the end.
Yeah, at the very end, if people want it, you know.
Yeah, because it's not, I feel like it's not good.
No, it's probably
it can never
rubbish,
say anything.
But
it's always like, I can't say that. I'm like, you can't say anything.
You send it a photo and it's like, I didn't understand.
Yeah, literally. It says, I don't know this one yet. Doesn't it? Anyway, okay, I'll say, write a nuanced. The irony of the word nuanced, it gets used way too much. And write a nuanced conversation. Conversation script-wise, does that make sense? Script style. About Hatham Kenway and Edward.
You could just take style out.
Oh, I'll just leave it. It doesn't matter. It will know what I mean. Write a nuanced conversations script style about Hatham Kenway and Edward Kenway.
Throw in some humour.
Well, let's do it. Let's try and get to a good one, and then we can do more. And heck, full stop. They are having.
Van Camp says, has there been any news or any new leaks for AC Mirage?
I will answer that in 1 second. I just gotta write this sentence, otherwise I'll lose track. They are having a debate. This is the classic AC stuff that we've done for. They're having a debate about their conflicting beliefs. The classic.
That was a good one last time.
Last night? Yeah.
Last night we let the liquor talk, you know.
Bro, how the frick do you spell beliefs? Oh my.
My lord.
And I was thinking also afterwards we could do create a scenario where there's an Assassin's Creed story in 1920s like detective style noir.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. We could do that. One's a
that'd be
detective.
great.
The detective's an assassin, and he's interrogating a Templar, and he finds out midway through the conversation that he's a Templar or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Should we try it after? Let's see what it says. Sure, here's a conversation between Haytham and Edward Kenway. Okay, ready?
Ooh.
Who do you want to be?
I'll be Haytham if you want.
Alright, I'll be Edwards. That's Welsh. I can do a Welsh accent. Not really. Alright, I'll do the narration.
Ooh, this is a long one. Very intense.
Edward walks into a dimly lit tavern and spots Haytham sitting alone at a table. He approaches him and takes a seat. Oh, that's me, right? Yeah. Leans back in his chair. Well. If it isn't my dear old dad. No, they got it wrong. Haytham is the son. It's like you going to your dad. Oh, isn't it my
Hello, my son.
Whatever, we'll just go with it. Well. If it isn't my dear old dad sitting alone in a pub, what's got you down?
I'm not down, Edward. Merely contemplating the state of our order.
Oh, yes, the assassins and the Templars. Always at odds.
And for good reason. Our beliefs are fundamentally opposed.
Takes a sip of his rum. That they are. But that doesn't mean we can't find common ground.
Common ground? And what would that be?
The pursuit of power. We both believe in it, don't we?
That's a rather cynical view, Edward. The Templars seek to establish order and peace through control. That is not the same as the pursuit of power.
Tomato. What? What the fuck, bro?
Mate, Edward's very drunk at this point.
Yeah, Edward's on the run. Tomato. It's all the same in the end. So I don't care about the assassins and Templars.
You misunderstood me, Edward. Our cause is about more than just power. It's the greater good.
Rolls his eyes. Spare me the rhetoric, Dad. I know what you Templars are really after.
And what would that be?
Control. Plain and simple. Smirks.
Control is merely a means to an end. The end being betterment of society.
Raises an eyebrow.
It's not Big Brother.
Raises an eyebrow. And you honestly believe that that's what the Templars are doing? Bettering society? He's getting it back again a bit now.
We do what we must be done. we do what must be done for the greater good.
And what about the assassins? What do they do for the greater good? Yeah, what do? We do a lot.
They seek to protect freedom and individuality, but at what cost? Chaos and anarchy?
Leans back in his chair once more. Sometimes, yes. But there's a price for free. But that's the price for freedom, isn't it? The ability to make our own choices, right or wrong.
It's not that simple, Edward. Freedom without order is just as dangerous as order without freedom.
I was thinking about the tomatoes again.
Tomato.
Bro, why would Edward wouldn't say that?
Some Bloody Marys.
Edward would say that in his younger days, for sure. Where am I?
Well, I do know.
That's where you and I differ, Smirks. Dad. I'd rather take my chances with chaos and anarchy.
And that's why the Templars and the Assassins will always be at odds. Our beliefs are fundamentally opposed.
Why have you changed your accent to like Cockney? Fundamentally opposed. It's like, yeah. Where am I again? Edward raises a glass in a mock toast, like, yes. And the two men fall into a contemplative silence. Oh my.
Contemplative.
Thank
silence.
you, man. Thank you. Bro, tomato,
Next
bro.
you should do Shay and Arno.
Shay and Arno. Okay, alright.
Should we do... let's run Haytham and Edward again and say, like, they're drunk, free some humour.
Alright, yeah, alright, before we do Arno and, okay. Let's say,
I think that's one of the best ones you've had, yeah.
write it again, but Edward is drunk.
Imagine it's
Is drunk.
thingy when he's in child form and he's just having a
Well, Haytham is still a kid. He's like, Father, I believe in the Templars. And he's like, tomato, son. But he's calling him Dad because he's drunk. Oh, Dad, son. Oh my God, look at this. All right, ready? Should we? Okay, I'll be Edward again. Edward stumbles into the dimly lit tavern and spots Haytham sitting at a table. And I'm gonna imagine this is Kid Haytham in a tavern. He sloppily walks over and takes a seat. Hey, Dad, how's it going?
Edward, must you always make a spectacle of yourself?
Call me Dad. Call me son. Laughs. What? This is nothing. I'm just a little bit tipsy.
Yes, I can see that. What do you want, Edward?
I want to talk belches. I'm not gonna talk about our beliefs and stuff.
Our beliefs?
Yeah, you know, the Assassin Templar thingy.
Why are they saying anything?
I don't know, don't ask me.
Very well. What about it?
Well, son, I think we should team up. Slams his hand on the table. Work together.
And how exactly do we propose that?
Where am I? I don't know. Maybe we could steal stuff together, or go on a pirate adventure. Burps.
You're drunk, Edward. You're not making any sense.
Pouts. What, like? No, I'm not even gonna pout, bro. I am making too much sense. Wait, no, I am too making sense. Leans in again. Look, I know we have our different beliefs and all that, but maybe we could find some common grounds. Maybe we could be friends.
Hey, them.
You mean?
No.
Edward, you mean?
Edward.
Yeah.
We may be father and son, but we are also members of opposing factions. Our beliefs are fundamentally opposed. I cannot simply befriend you and ignore our differences.
Frowns. Tomato, man. Frowns. Fine, be that way. Stumbles onto his feet. I don't need you. Anyway, I'm a pirate. I could do whatever I want.
Yes, Edward, I can see that.
Oh, I'm the narrator.
That's precisely the problem.
All right, mate. Okay, that was a weird one. Weird.
Interesting bit of writing going on.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Arno. Shay and Arno, but Shay is down bad. I'm joking. But it turns out they love each other.
Shay and Arno. Shay's a bit sus.
All right, here's a serious one. Write a dramatic script. Dramatic. Imagine ChatGPT replies like, tomato. Dramatic. Write a dramatic script about the Templar, Shay, and the Assassin.
This sounds like Edward is drunk and Haytham is high.
Yeah. And it's child Haytham. It's not adult Haytham. It's child Haytham. All right. Write a dramatic script about the Templar, Shay, the Assassin Arno. Shay killed Arno's father when Arno was a child. Then we want to add a bit more context. They I don't know. Give me an idea. Some more context to a scenario.
What, like is in a location or something?
Could be, or more to the situation. Like, how is this the first time they've seen each other in years? Have they been hunting each other for a while? Have they met each other before? Like anything like that.
They meet after a long foot race in a courtyard.
Foot race. What's that mean?
Like chasing each other.
Okay,
they meet after a chase in a courtyard or something.
Okay. They write a dramatic script I'm gonna put here in front of it then. They, after a long pursuit, they have finally caught up with each other. After a long pursuit over the rooftops, why not?
Yeah.
Arno has finally caught up with Shay. Ooh. Caught up with Shay. And then this is the context. Yeah. Context. Shay killed Arno's father when Arno was a child. We'll just do that, right?
Yeah. Let's run it from that.
Let's run it up. Let's go. Alright. Here's a dramatic script between Shay and Arno. Who do you want to be?
I'll be Arno this time.
Alright, okay. I'll narrate again. Arno and Shay stand across from each other, their faces contorted in rage and determination. They are perched on the edge of a tall rooftop, the city sprawling below them.
You killed my father. You destroyed my family.
Your father was a traitor to the Templar Order. He got what he deserved.
He was trying to save our lives, to protect people from your twisted ideology.
You don't understand, Arno. The assassin... Oh, I got to Irish accent, didn't I? You don't understand, Arno. The assassins are blind to the true nature of the world. We Templars see the bigger picture. We understand that sometimes sacrifices must be made.
I'm not about to spit at the ground either.
Oh my
floor. Sacrifices? You murdered innocent people. You betrayed everything my father stood for.
And I would do it again, if it meant saving countless lives from the chaos that the assassins will unleash upon the world.
You're delusional. You're a monster.
Well, you lunge towards me. The two engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight, their bodies slamming into each other with bone crunching force. Shay begins to smile. No. They look at you. No. Shay's Templar training gives him the upper hand at first, but Arno's assassin skills soon allow him to gain the advantage.
You can't keep running, Shay. You have to answer for what you've done.
I'm not running, Arno. I'm fighting for a cause greater than myself.
You're fighting for nothing. You're fighting for power and control. You're fighting for an illusion.
Lashes out. And you're fighting a dream, Arno. A dream that will never come true. The world is a dark and dangerous place. I'm losing it, bro. I'm losing the accent. And the only strong... That's not even... And only the strong can survive. You're weak. You're naive.
I'll never give up on what's right. I'll never give up on the memory of my father.
Then you're a fool. With a sudden burst of strength, he gives Arno backwards. He shoves Arno backwards, sending him tumbling off the rooftop.
No!
As Arno falls, Shay watches with a sense of grim satisfaction. He knows that his actions will be justified in the eyes of the Templar Order, even if they are seen as cruel and heartless by others. To himself, the assassins will always be a threat to the world. It's my duty... I fucking lost the accent, man. It's my duty to stop them, no matter the cost. He turns and disappears into the shadows, leaving on his fate unknown.
You should have shoved her.
Look at Ashy. The accent killed me.
You should have shoved him off the building and went, tomato.
Yeah. Tomato, Arno. I can't with the accent. Oh my god.
The ting. Oh.
I don't even know where that came from. The word thing wasn't even there. The thing is Arno. It was right from the start. Fallout reference. Oh. Okay, let's do the... I'm thinking do the noir thing. The detective noir.
Let's do the noir.
Okay. Write the same script, but change... No. Sorry, I got a bad throat from this laughing, mate.
Ooh. I've been having too many rums down the tavern.
Too much rum, too much booty down the pirate tavern. You know, the call for booty, like the treasure. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
A good chest of tomatoes.
Tomato. Write a script, an Assassin's Creed story script. I wish I could just say it rather than write it. It'd be so much easier. Or it just knew what I was thinking. Assassin's Creed story. Oh my god, the guy wrote Assassins. For fuck's sake, bro. I'll correct it in a minute. Write an Assassin's Creed story script between. Let's come up with names, guys. We want a like Chicago 19. What's the prime detective times, like 1950s? We want
1930s, wasn't it?
30s, 40s,
noir.
50s. Tomato, mate. Give us some characters' names real quick. Between two characters, we want some Al Capone type character, and we want a detective type character, and they're interrogating.
Whisper wants Connor meet Edward.
We'll do that after. We'll do that after. Yeah. Right. So write an Assassin's Creed story script between two characters. Full stop. Again, yeah. We need names. You know, like not Al Capone, but like Mech. No. I don't know what I was gonna say then. Like you know, like I'm thinking some like I'm walking here type name.
Chicago deep dish.
Chicago town pizza.
You know what kind of sauce you like on your Chicago town pizza?
Is this meant to be a accent?
on your Chicago, what's the flavor base on your Chicago?
Benny. Alright, one can be called Benny. Unless you guys change my mind.
Benny and Jack.
Benny and Elvis. Why not? Elvis. Benny is a thug.
Should we make the thug the assassin this time?
No, I'm thinking Benny, because I feel like the detective should be the assassin.
True, because it'll be like
the thug can secretly be the Templar.
What about Nick?
Nick, alright. Benny and Nick. Or Elvis and Nick. Nah, Benny and Nick, yeah. Alright, so Benny and Nick. Benny is a thug.
Why don't you make Nick the thug?
Nick something. Have you not heard of Fallout 4's character Nick Valentine, who's a detective?
As in Nick something.
Hey, good one, mate. Benny a thug
from the Lower East Side.
Benny a thug.
Benny a thug, for real, though.
Benny a thug being interrogated by Nick, who is a detective. Nick is secretly a member of the Assassin Order, and as he interrogates Benny, he starts to realize that Benny is in fact a Templar. I'm gonna write what starts as a standard interrogation turns into a debate. You know what I mean?
Did you say, is it still Dan?
Actually, I'm not gonna say that part. Good point. Good point.
Remember being Dan?
Yeah, we're chatting with Dan.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna noir in brackets or like
for context. I'm gonna put context.
Chicago or
context. Setting is I'm gonna put. I feel like it is like 40, 30s.
30s.
You might be. I think it's a big period, right?
Hold on.
I'm gonna put 40s. That's in the middle of 50s and 30s, just to be safe.
Let me check.
Right. Yeah, look it up. See what it says.
Noir.
It's noir. Well,
noir.
40s,
40s and 50s.
40s and 50s. We'll do 40s then.
Film noir stretches back to the 1920s. Apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
It's quite a long period then.
It's 40s. Yeah. Chicago noir style. Alright, let's send it.
Noir style.
I did spell Assassin's Creed wrong, but they know what I mean.
Noir style, boy.
Alright. So who do you want to be? No, you choose.
You choose. I choose all the other ones.
Okay. I'll be Nick, the detective. You be Benny. Nick, alright, narration. Nick, dressed as a detective, is interrogating Benny, a thug, in a dimly lit room in 40 Chicago. As the conversation progresses, Nick begins to suspect that Benny is a Templar. Alright, Benny, let's start from the top. Where were you last night at 10 p.m.?
Why do you care, Copper? I ain't done nothing wrong.
Don't play games with me, Benny. You were seen near the docks around that time, and there was a break-in at the Templar's office.
Templars? What the hell are you talking about?
I need to figure out what accent a detective is going to be. Otherwise, it's just the same as yours, isn't it?
I'd say quite a more deeper voice, like... like, down here.
Tomato.
Tomato.
No, because he's American, isn't he? Well, come on. I'm walking here. Yeah, okay, I got it. Don't play. Oh my god, I lost it again. Don't play games with me, Benny. You were seen near the docks around that. Fuck yeah. See what comes out my mouth. The docks around that time. There was a break-in at the Templar's office.
Templars? What the hell are you talking about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
Hey,
I haven't finished yet. I've been on this case. I've been on this case for months. I've been on this case for months. No. Fuck. It's so hard to do accents. I've been on this case for months. The Templars are up to something big, and I think you're involved.
You're barking up the wrong tree, detective. I ain't no Templar.
Creaks. Kisses. You're lying. I can tell. I'm an assassin, Benny. I know how to read people.
An assassin? You mean like them hooded guys who climb up buildings?
That's right. We've been fighting the Templars for centuries. They're a threat to everything we stand for.
You're crazy, man. There's no such thing as assassins and Templars. That's just some fairy tale crap.
Maybe you're right. I really can't land this accent.
You're doing it quite well, though, I reckon.
Maybe you're right. But I've seen things. I've seen things, Benny.
Yeah,
Benny, I've seen things.
You've seen things on the fucking Barbie.
I've seen a hidden blade on the Barbie, mate. Thought it was a fucking sausage.
It was by the hook.
I ate it.
It was by the hook and the blade.
I was using the hook and the blade to flip the fucking patties. I said tomato. I ate a fucking sausage. Anyway, maybe you're right, but I've seen things, Benny. Things that make your head spin. Why that make me laugh? And I know that oh my god! And this is so hard. Do your voice again. I need to hear it.
So what? It's all the Templar, you know?
Yeah, and I know that the Templar. Oh my god, I'm trying to do American, and I know that the Templars are behind a lot of the shady stuff that goes down in this city.
So what? What's it to do with the So what? What's it to you if the Templars are doing their thing? What's it to me?
It's everything to me, Benny. My father was killed by the Templars when I was a kid. I've been trying to bring them down ever since. And if you're working with them, then you're my enemy.
Look, detective, I ain't no Templar. But even if I was, I wouldn't tell you. I got my own reasons for doing what I do.
And what reasons are those?
It's complicated.
Try me.
Look, I got no love for the Templars, but they're paying me good money to do a job. And I got people I need to take care of, you know?
I get it, but you're playing with fire, Benny. The Templars are dangerous, and if you keep working for them, you're gonna get burnt.
I can handle myself, but thanks for the warning, detective.
Nick stands up, ready to leave the room. Pauses, turns back to Benny. One more thing, Benny. If you ever decide to switch sides, you know where to find me.
Yeah, sure thing, detective. Maybe one day I'll come crawling for your help.
And I exit the room, leaving Benny to ponder his words. See, I feel like it would... In my head, I was... What's everyone saying?
Whisper says, that is exactly why I chose Nick, because I think...
Because of Nick Valentine. Yeah. What a guy, man. So, do you know what I was imagining it was going to be before it wrote it? In my head, I was imagining it was going to be kind of like the more they're talking about things, about the interrogation, the more Nick starts to realize, oh my god, this guy is a Templar, but he doesn't want to say because he's not going to give it away because then he'll realize he's an assassin and da-da-da-da, so it's going to be like an implication type thing. And then Benny's looking at him like, shit, is he an assassin? So maybe we should quickly rewrite this.
I feel like we should they should meet like a week after the Templar offices. Like
The Templar officers?
you said
The Templar HQ?
You said Templar offices, didn't
Did
you?
he? I don't think he did he?
Yeah,
Bro, what are the
how do you
Templars?
scroll? Where's the scroll up?
How do you scroll? You can never use a computer before?
Mate, I'm about to scroll you out the window, bruh. Oh, where is it?
Does it really matter?
No, but
The
Was it-
Templar
yeah.
offices.
Templar office.
I guess it would be an office, not a castle anymore.
Imagine that, just a massive castle in the dock in East Side Chicago.
I'm gonna say rewrite it, shorten it because we want to move on as
Make
well.
it more aggressive, I'd say. I want a more fiery conversation.
No, I want it to be more like more sort of. You know when it's like you can feel the vibe and there's this like passive aggressive sort of vibe. I want that, you know. Rewrite it, shorten it, make the back and forth more passive aggressive. Have Nick slowly start to realize Benny is an assassin, but he he won't mention the fact that he knows because he doesn't want to let on. See what it says. What are you doing? What are you looking?
Clicking around to see like that we're up to date with live.
Oh yeah, of course we are. We're like a minute out, I think, or something like that. All right, it's rewriting it. Shorter, it says. So, all right. Do you want to switch characters or be the same?
Should we be the same?
Yeah. All right. Benny, you've been involved in some pretty serious criminal activity lately. I really can't do the accent.
I don't know what you're talking about, detective.
Come on, Benny, don't play dumb with me. I've got enough evidence to put you away for a long time.
You ain't got nothing on me.
That's not what your buddies say. They've been singing like canaries.
Those guys don't know nothing.
You're lying, Benny. You're a terrible liar.
What do you want from me, detective?
The truth. It's permitted. I know that you're involved with the assassins. Wait, no. They're getting it wrong again. He's a Templar. Oh my god. And I said to not mention it. Whatever, we'll just go with it
Let's
anyway.
just go with it. What? No way, I ain't no assassin.
Don't lie to me. I've been studying the Brotherhood for years. I know one when I see one.
Alright, fine, I'm with the assassins. So what?
Yeah, you just give it away like that, sure. So why don't you tell me everything you know about them? You can help me take them down.
Why should I help you? Maybe I want to see the assassins win.
I'm not here to argue with you, Benny. I just want to know what you know.
And why should I trust you, detective?
Pauses, then speaks with a lowered voice. Because I'm one of them.
You're an assassin.
I've been working undercover for years, but you already knew that, didn't you?
Maybe I did.
Leans in even closer. So let's make a deal. You help me take down the Templars, and I'll make sure you don't end up in a cell for the rest of your life.
Okay, we have a deal. But you better not be double-crossing me.
You have my words.
Alright.
Dab it up, bro. Yeah, that one's kind of shit. Like, it's a cool vibe, cool idea, but it's not really executing it very well, is it, you know?
I feel like it would be a good time period to visit that.
Oh, for sure. 100%. I don't know how it would work. I mean, as an Assassin's Creed game, it probably wouldn't work. Gameplay-wise. Because like London, like the buildings were going to be way too far apart. How are you going to climb skyscrapers and...
It would have to be like... I feel like it would have to be like night all the time.
Well,
like dark.
like the Dark Knight, Batman.
And I feel like obviously the temptation there is to get like firearms in the game, which is not what it's about really.
It's cool. Like LA Noir's a great game, you know?
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't work as an Assassin's Creed game. It would work as like an Assassin's Creed novel, comic book. Like just purely gameplay, I don't think it would work. Ray, I need a pee so bad right now. You're gonna have to carry this stream while I go.
Alright, I'll read some comments.
Guys, I'm gonna chuck us back on the main screen while I go to the bathroom, and Cam is gonna he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna chat with you guys.
Gonna let Jesus take the wheel, you know?
Sorry, I'm trying to get out of him, bro. I'm locked in right now. Thanks, man. Alright, yeah. Do you want to move?
Okay, yeah. I'll move to the seat.
Alright.
Here we go, guys. So what have we got here? We've got Paymar saying there's no news on the Mirage for a couple of weeks. The developers are silent. This is the calm before the storm. The game has already appeared in people's libraries. So news gameplay release dates. Yeah. Already appeared in people's libraries, so news game will soon be trampled. Are we excited? Of course we're excited. You know, it's a big release. There's a lot of good kind of... I'd say it's pointing in the right direction. From some of the later ones that I've played, obviously they get, you know, a lot of things that people complain about. But I'm not invested in a new Assassin's Creed for quite a long time now. Like, I've played some of the new ones, but not really bought them or anything. But I feel like this might be a good one to return to. I want to know what Assassin's Creed are like your favourite Assassin's Creeds. And what scenarios you want to hear from us. Like, do you like the idea of a noir kind of story? Or do you prefer it to be more historical, like... Or do you think there's any chance that we could circle back to older characters in the future?
Are you just rambling?
I am rambling, but, you know, we're keeping it lively. You logged into the Exile, and you're looking at me like I am the Exile, and I'm definitely not. That is the Exile. Imagine this was a ruse the whole time, and I'm the real Exile.
You were the one making the videos.
Yeah.
I was just voicing it. Can you imagine? I was gonna say while we're here, right, guys. I don't know how many of you saw my new post on the community tab of I've released a thumbnail for the new like big wrap up of all the Mirage stuff that's ever come out, because we got gameplay coming soon. So I thought I'm gonna make a big video where I cover everything from the beginning, from when the announcement came out, the little leaks that came here and there, the rumors, all the way up to the gameplay, everything. I'm making this big video.
It's gonna be crazy, guys.
Cam, he hasn't even seen it. He doesn't know if it's gonna be good.
I've seen a
just a good friend.
I've seen a tiny bit.
I showed you like a screenshot of it.
Yeah, but
it's not ready to be shown to anyone.
Screenshot though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm making it. I'm scripting it. It's gonna be like video essay type style. Like, you know, you guys know, you probably watched when I script stuff. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be chill, fun, have a good time. Nicely edited, loads of cool effects. Not too many, but cool. I'm going for this cool aesthetic. I'm not gonna mention what the aesthetic is. You can kind of get hints of what it's gonna be like by the thumbnail. But I'm kind of going for this cool sort of unique sort of vibe with it. And I think you guys are going to like it. And it's coming to... I haven't finished the script yet, but I have just edited the beginning. And it's coming together nicely. So I'm trying to get that out some point this week coming. Hopefully. Because I have got a lot of free time this week. So I'm just going to work on it. Try and get it out by at least maybe the end of next week. So a week today maybe. If possible. Because again, it's a bigger one. So that's kind of what I'm going to do for that. Because, I don't know, it just feels right, you know.
Paymar says, lol, you all have certified British accents.
Yeah,
like
literally. It's like, we try all these accents, but let's be honest, like, we are just two white boys from England.
We're just two guys from downtown Chicago.
We're just part of the English Brotherhood. You know what Jonathan, the leaker, said to me? He was like, he commented, on the vid, and he was like, shout out to the English Brotherhood, because he's the French Brotherhood, isn't he? And I was like,
he said turn down the audio on the clip.
Oh my god, guys. I really need to fix my audio. That was so funny. Guys, I don't even know if I mentioned this or not, but you know that stream when I accidentally was looping gameplay over and over, and the audio was like doo 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 doo. I think I might have mentioned this last week or something, but yeah, I didn't realize until I watched the clip back later, the stream, and I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny, just me talking and just getting buried by like this really loud, awful audio. But yeah, that was funny. That was funny. I feel like, do you want to just chat about some AC stuff and then wrap it up?
Yeah, we've been running a good healthy hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's chat for like maybe 10, 15 more minutes or something. Yeah, just talk some AC. Guys, comment or put in the chat any questions. You want to talk about Mirage? You want to talk about in Assassin's Creed in general? One thing I will also say, once I finish I've just started scripting it. It's the early stages, but once I finish the Road to Mirage video, which is the new one coming out this week, I was just talking about, I'm starting to work on a video called it's one of those standout titles. You know, it's more nuanced than what the simple title is, but the title is just going to be called The Downfall of Assassin's Creed. And that's not me saying Assassin's Creed is shit or anything like that. It's just a good title, and it's gonna be like again a scripted video essay style type project where I kind of analyze what the Assassin's Creed games were and why people loved them in the first place, and then what they changed into and why people started to lose interest in the games, you know, for that reason. And then the new people that came in for the newer games that don't understand the older games because they've only come for the newer games and like the newer games for the reasons they do, not the same as why we like them. You know, I'm just going to talk about that whole conversation just because I want to, really. I think it'll be a good video.
Do you think it'd be almost better in a way if Assassin's Creed kind of scrapped future projects and went back to remastering?
No, I don't know, because the thing with Ubisoft is like, it's like everybody says Assassin's Creed 1 would be a great game to remaster, and I completely agree. It would be a great game to remaster because some would say it's the best game in the series, or that has the best writing in the series at least. But I just worry that the current Ubisoft would like ruin a remaster of that game, or not a remaster, but like a remake. Everyone wants a remake, but it's like if Ubisoft of 2023 were to remake it, would they just kind of turn it into like an Odyssey where obviously the story will stay the same? Well, then again, it's a remake, so they could change things. Will they dumb it down? Will they make it bare bones to appeal to as many people as possible? And then it kind of just takes away from what everyone loved about AC1. That's what I would worry would happen. But in a perfect world where they could remake Assassin's Creed 1, make it in, you know, modern AC graphics, but retain or maybe even completely improve the parkour system, but like have it kind of like how it was, very intricate. Have the story be the same. The story doesn't need to be changed, but like maybe turn the cutscenes into proper cutscenes. I think it'd be really good, and incorporate the story of Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, which is that I made the PSP game. I made the video of. Put that story, put it in the AC remake all together. Maybe even get the Altair's Chronicles games, put that in as well, those stories. It could be amazing, but I don't have the faith that Ubisoft could or would do that. Who knows?
Talking of Bloodlines,
yeah,
and remastering, do you think there's a chance that Bloodlines could come back remastered on a smaller platform like Nintendo Switch? Or would you want to see it on Nintendo Switch or anywhere else?
I think that I don't think Ubisoft would do that because it's too old. The engine is so outdated that they probably would have to modernize it, which means they'd have to put a ton more resources into it, which I just don't see them doing.
Yeah.
At that point, you might as well just kind of remake that game, you know? So no, I don't think they would do that. Would it be cool? Yeah, it would be cool, yeah.
Do you think it would be too Like, it's such a less known about game that it wouldn't be worth it for him to do it.
No, it would, because obviously if it's got the Assassin's Creed name and it's got a recognizable character,
Yeah.
which Altair is, then it's gonna sell, isn't it? You know, it doesn't matter what it is. Anything with the name Assassin's Creed sells, which is why they didn't call Odyssey just Odyssey. They made it an Assassin's Creed game because they knew that it was gonna sell.
Yeah.
You know, that could easily be in its own IP. Or its own story, self-contained in the Assassin's Creed universe, because that would be fine. That's what people like. That's what's like the weird thing. Like, you can make, if you want, a story within the Assassin's Creed universe and have like the pieces of Eden, have the ones that came before and be in it in modern day and Animus and stuff. But if it's nothing to do with the assassins and it doesn't have the same like, the writing is not the same. You know, like when I say writing is not the same. You know, again, it used to be about, like, the Assassins versus Templars. If it's nothing to do with that, and it's to do with something completely different, there are no Assassins or Templars in it, just call it, like... I'm not the first person to say this. I'm not the first person to say this. People have said it before, and I've agreed, and I will say it because I agree. A lot of people have said, like, oh, you know, why can't you call it Odyssey, an Assassin's Creed story? You know, parentheses, an Assassin's Creed... Like Solo, a Star Wars story. It's not Star Wars Solo, because that might make people expect to see Jedis.
Yeah.
It's a Solo, a Star Wars story. You know, and The Mandalorian is The Mandalorian, and then it probably has Star Wars below it, but it's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's their own thing, and then it kind of works for that. You know, it's in the universe, but it's its own thing. And I feel like Odyssey is an Assassin's Creed story or something around those lines. I personally might have a lot more forgiveness for that, for the game's writing, or story at least, if that was the case. But it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but there are no Assassins or Creeds in Odyssey.
Do you think Odyssey would have been delivered better as DLC or still as standalone?
I think it would have been... I think it would have been... If they were going to write it without Assassins, it would have been better not to have been written at all.
Yeah.
Or write it and just involve... And people will say, well, the Assassins were in the modern day. Yeah. But the modern day is like a tiny portion of the game. It doesn't really go into any depth with that and stuff. I don't know, it's a weird one. It's like they did the origin story. They didn't need to go back further and do some random story before the Assassins. It was just kind of weird, in my opinion. Yeah, story-wise.
Here we go, it's some interesting ones.
Yeah, sorry, I need to... It's right. Is that my phone or yours?
That was yours.
Bro, my camera's about to run out of battery. No. It's what... I'll plug it in real quick. Oh. Bro, it's literally gonna run out. Guys,
oh
no.
my god, you're gonna lose. You might lose us.
Bro, no. It's gonna run out, man. Ow, fuck.
Run it in, boys.
Okay.
Do we have charge?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yes, we're plugged in. Oh my god, guys. We were so close to, like, losing the camera.
Safe. That was
safe, bro.
A save and a half, you know.
Jesus, I was falling around on the bed.
So we've got Ashy saying, I hope it isn't just RPG bad law.
What for Odyssey? No.
For the video that you're bringing out, I believe.
No, it's not even going to be that. It's going to be as I said, it's going to be looking at, it's not me. I'm not making, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. The whole video isn't going to be a massive opinionated piece. I will give my opinion here and there and at the end, but it's going to be a broad sort of just look, almost a retrospective on the entire series as a, like, series that releases. Not the story, but the series as it releases and stuff. It's going to be, a retrospective on that and why certain people don't like the RPGs, while some people do like the RPGs, and I'll explain why people like the RPGs, why people don't. I want to cover everything. So let's say someone like, I know you know some stuff, but like you or one of our mates that doesn't really, like Luke, he don't know. He don't know shit about Assassin's Creed, one of our friends. You know, I could show him the video, he could watch it for like 20 minutes, however long it is, and then he could come out of the video saying, oh, well, that's quite interesting. Now I know exactly what happened with the series, why people diverted, why it kind of had a split community now, and
it's an open conversation about it.
Yeah, and like, because it's a video from me, and you know, I know that some of you guys watching, you know, you would like to hear my opinion. You know, I will put that in there, but I'm not going to let my opinion overtake anything. It's going to be just the info not info, but the whole
It's going to be more
the topic.
objective about
An objective,
the topic.
yeah, an objective topic,
Like essay.
Sorry, an objective conversation.
Yeah.
I should have said, and then below that, layered below that, will be my opinion, maybe at the end, or however it ends up working out, nicely. So, yeah, that's the idea for that one. So people who like the RPG stuff can still enjoy the video. People who don't like the RPG stuff can still enjoy the video. If you like the RPG stuff more than the older stuff, you might not agree with my opinion that I put in the end, but you can still watch the video and say, "Oh, I know more about it now, and I can appreciate that video because I'm trying to respect both sides." So that's the plan. But anyway, I'm working on the Road to Mirage video, and then I'm gonna do that one. So,
what about this? We have Lily saying, "XR. Why do you think William is trying to access Badim's memories?
Badim's? Basim. He meant Basim.
Even. Can't he just ask whatever he's looking for?"
I'm looking at the chat on my phone as well because I'm bloody blind, isn't it?
Okay.
But you can keep that one up if you want as well. We can have a chat each. Trying to get it back up now. Oh, sorry. So let me see that question again. Where was it that you were looking?
You might as well.
Was it from Ash?
Read it off my phone.
Oh, Whisper of Shadows.
No, Loli.
Why do you think William is trying to access Basim's memories? Oh, didn't we already answer that? Maybe we did. Yeah. Well, at the end of the last chapter, the DLC for Valhalla, we kind of got a glimpse into that, didn't we? With Basim and meeting William within. You're nodding like you know.
I'm being an entertainer.
Yeah. It was the last chapter DLC that came out to wrap it up and to link into Mirage anyway, modern day wise. So yeah, Basim meets William. Basim's basically like, you have a lot to learn. I'm like paraphrasing like majorly, but they meet each other, and he basically then uploads his DNA to the Animus in modern day so that people can experience his memories in the Animus.
Yeah.
Of when he was, his whole life. I suppose up until a day before. You could literally use the Animus to experience Basim's life a day before, because he's already alive still.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know to answer the question. Yeah, I don't know what their main sort of goal they're going to portray for modern day. I think it's just going to be, we know there's some issues going on. Like, they're kind of repeating Desmond's story where, like, the world is about to end again. The solar flares are coming back again. So maybe they'll try and incorporate something like that. I from what I remember, that still is kind of a looming threat.
Yes.
So it could be something like that. Rebecca and Sean might be in it, but I don't reckon they'll be in it. I think it will literally just be William doing some modern day shit but you won't be playing as him. You'll just see cutscenes.
So actually weighed in on that one. And
yeah.
Loli, I think William is trying to see if Basim is trustworthy. Since the last time we saw him, he was trying to kill
Eivor. Yeah, that's another good point. They've seen the memories. Let me try and remember. When Layla was experiencing those memories, did Sean and Rebecca see it too? They probably did, right? It's been a couple of years since I finished that game. Yeah, I'm guessing William probably has seen those memories. They're probably on record. Where they know he's the reincarnation of Loki, and they know he turned against his friends when he worked with them for a long time. So yeah, of course, Ashy is right. He's going to be wary for sure. Of course, we know that Basim is. I see what you're looking at. I've seen that before. We know that Basim is still an assassin at heart, and he still does, agree with the tenets of the creed to an extent at least, or maybe that has changed. Perception has changed a bit, but he still is an assassin, really, and you can still see he has a respect for the assassins. So, I guess, yeah, he's probably wary, but I reckon that the modern day could just be William weighing in on what changed. When did he start to realize he was the reincarnation of an Isu being? You know, I feel like because we're going to learn a lot about that, so it could be that. It's hard to say. It could be nothing. We might not even get modern day cutscenes or anything. You never know with Ubisoft. They might not even do that. And it would just be the, you know, Basim's sort of prelude, prequel, whatever you want to kind of call it, to you know, who he was in Valhalla. So, yeah.
So we have Prima saying, why is it called Renaissance Radio? Is it a Brotherhood reference?
Yeah, so I was trying to think of a name for, like, because originally this was like a podcast type thing. I was thinking, but I'll do it live. It's kind of me just streaming. It's not really a podcast, is it? But I still kind of say it's a podcast. Yeah, Renaissance Radio. I couldn't think of a name. And then I was thinking of Assassin's Creed stuff. I came up with some cringe names. I couldn't use, like, Hidden Blade Cast and stuff. I was like, I can't do that. So, I thought of Renaissance Italy, like AC2 Brotherhood and that. So I was like, yeah, Renaissance Radio. It sounds kind of cool. Why not? That was about it, really. I feel like the best names come from the names that you don't put too much thought into. They sound alright, take it. Like, The Exile was a whim decision. It was before I made this channel, before I made any videos, because I had the idea, you know, for the gaming videos I'd always wanted to do. And I was like, what can I name the channel? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing it for fun. So, well, my favourite game of all time, I'm not going to say. I always keep this a mystery for people to figure out. And eventually I'm going to make a video on this game, and it will make sense if you don't already know. But one of my favourite games of all time, there was a character in it, and their name, it's giving it away pretty much, but their name was The Exile. And I was like, that's cool. I'll just call it The Exile. There was literally no other reason other than that. I was going to answer one thing in chat that I saw. Lowly says, at the end of Valhalla, William asked for a favour from Basim. What do you think that is? It might just be... I don't know. I'm just trying to think in the context of which he said it, because I don't really remember. That could have literally just been him asking him to upload his DNA to the Animus, right? It could have just been that. Oh, that's the favour, maybe. It could be, I want to speak to his wife. What the frick? The person in the staff. Oh my god. I just forgot a name, guys. That's just classic Exile. Forgetting all the names when I know them.
You're on the spot there.
Maybe he wants to speak to her. Maybe he wants to learn from the staff. Maybe... Oh, it could be. It could be. Obviously... Why is the camera frozen? Oh, no. Oh, no. God. Guys, is my phone run out of battery or something? Wait, no, don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
The cat.
Oh, fuck. Guys. No, my phone's just frozen. My phone's just frozen right now. Look at that. Guys, my phone's run out of battery. Oh my. What? We're gonna have to use...
They can hear us.
Yeah, they can still hear us. Bear with me, guys. I have a plan.
Image up or something.
No, I use the webcam on the laptop, if I can do that. Let's try it. Yeah, bear with me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I will get our faces back in a sec.
Typical YouTuber problem,
Do you see camera anywhere?
Do you see what I see? Was it that video? There was a video capture device one.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Go back in the settings.
Oh, was there? Video capture device one. Where? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Create new, and then I'm going to add. Oh, it's always so big when it does it. USB camera.
Yeah. There you go. We're gonna have to move it back into the center.
And it's flipped us.
Well, flip.
Let me flip it back. I just flipped it, did I not? Oh, I flipped the wrong camera. Oh, I'm such a little dumbass, aren't I?
You're a little dumb, bro.
Right. Shall I just do it there for now?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Alright, guys, this is the webcam, my laptop's webcam. We're just going to have to use this because my phone ran out of battery. It's not as good quality, but it will do. It will do. I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about the favour.
Oh yeah. So I was thinking, obviously Desmond died, but his consciousness is not alive. But his consciousness is in the
Animus.
It's not the Animus. It's like the sort of Isu server. I'm sure there's a name for it. Because when he died, he touched that orb in AC3. He died to save the world. His consciousness, we only found out in Valhalla, was kind of uploaded. Now he is like kind of a shadow of what he was. Like he kind of sounds like an AI. He's just this white, glowing figure.
Yeah.
But Layla, the newer modern day protagonist, meets him, and now they're currently at work within that simulation. So perhaps William has an idea that Desmond maybe is alive, and his favor is to ask Basim, if he can enter that simulation to see Desmond or something. I don't know. It could be something like that. That would be interesting. Like William Miles trying to reconnect with Desmond's consciousness. That would be fucking sick. That really would be. And imagine like a heart-to-heart moment where he can hear Desmond's voice coming through the Animus. And he's like, "Son, is that you?" And Desmond's like, "I am not a son anymore. I am the AI, but I am the AI." But and he's like, "Son, like it's good to hear you." Like that would be really cool, like a emotional sort of reuniting of them. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but
here's one.
Whisper Joseph, where are you? I can hear your voices.
Infinity will be released earlier than planned. It is Assassin's Creed Mirage that will be the first game launched on the platform, and not Red as previously reported.
Earlier than planned, it's Assassin's Creed Mirage will be the first game launched. No, I don't. Let me ask you where you're getting that from, because from what I know, unless this is some new news from like yesterday or something, Mirage is not going to be an Infinity release, because it's just not. It's coming out as a normal game, normal release, and then AC Codename Red is going to be the first game on Infinity as we know it, from what we understand.
Apparently, it's a rumor.
Oh, it's just a rumor. Yeah, maybe they'll release it. Maybe at Ubisoft Forward we're gonna find out that it's an Infinity release. That would be interesting, because I'm curious to know what Infinity is even going to be all about. So maybe they want to kickstart it with Mirage. Yeah,
that'd be a heavy kickstart.
But so far it's just a rumor. It's not confirmed. So take it with a grain of salt.
What are your expectations for AC Red? I haven't seen you make too many videos on it, so I was curious. Not enough info?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a few videos on it, but right now, I've only really focused on Mirage purely because Mirage is the next one coming and stuff like that. But when I will make more stuff on AC Red, probably after Mirage and stuff. I've done a few Red videos here and there. I don't have too much excitement for it because it's being made by the developers of the development team within Ubisoft, the same ones that made Odyssey. So in my opinion, it's going to be just like maybe not a clone, but it's going to be pretty much very similar to AC Odyssey with the open world design, probably with the writing. Maybe I'm wrong, So I because Odyssey was my least favorite AC game, I don't have too much excitement for Red. Maybe that's why I haven't made too many videos on it as well. But I'd love it to be good. I do hope they show something, after Mirage, and it is really good. So again, there's not enough for me to know, and not enough excitement for that game for me to have, for me to make a ton of content on it. And I don't want to make content for the sake of it either. I want it to be substantial and have a decent amount to take away from, and without knowing too much, Okay.
So Palmer's clarifying. He's saying, yes, it's a rumor from yesterday. Okay,
interesting. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it can make sense. And you know what? I'm sure I can work that into the script of my Road to Mirage video if I read about it and it is a substantial rumor. Then yeah, I could probably add that in.
If the rumor started yesterday, then you never knew where it could go.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. 100%. And who knows? Maybe I'll release the Road to Mirage video. It's meant to cover all the leaks, and then another leak comes out. But it's the way it goes, isn't it? Anyway, by the way, I feel like we should wrap it up in a minute, just because it's getting on, you know. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's yesterday's rumor. Red is by far the most hyped one for me. I love the Odyssey game, the RPG aspects, the mythos. I can understand, but I'm the AC fan that loves both types of gaming styles. All the games I can. Yeah, no, fair enough. I'm happy for you for sure. Like, yeah, you're probably gonna really love AC Red then for sure. And you know, I'll make content on it. I'm sure I will. So yeah, and you know, to be fair, the idea of, you know, a shinobi slash ninja assassin, and the ninjas actually being the assassins secretly, and a potential samurai templar, that's a really cool idea. So I am very excited to see where that's gonna go for sure. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna end it there, just because we've been going for probably like what, an hour and 40.
We've been going.
We're gonna go get some food, bro. Late night dinners, bro. Late night scran.
Yeah, we've been going an hour and 45
Oh, let's
minutes.
freaking go right now, man. But yeah, I had a good time today. I think we had a good one.
We've had
Tomato,
some
mate.
good laughs. We've heard some interesting AI kind of stories.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think this is a good video to watch back, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You can these always remain on YouTube, so you can always rewind them, watch them, or most of the viewers come like a day or two, well, a week later. You know, they come through, you know, when it's not live and stuff. So yeah, no, this was fun. I enjoyed the AI, so I enjoyed the accents and all that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Irish accent. The ting. Tomato, says Edward to his dad, who was actually his son. And it was fun. Yeah.
Leave a comment of what you want to hear next or see next.
Yeah. Let us know. If there's any more leaks, feel free, if you want to keep me updated, because luckily there's a good amount of people who follow me on Instagram. When Jonathan made the leaks, they sent it to me before, and it was like, there was this one guy who, like, he keeps me up to date sometimes, you know. He like sent the story over. I can't remember if it was the leak or the UI leak. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was both. And he was like, yo, Jonathan's just leaked the game or whatever, and he sent the story over. I viewed it. It had only been up for like an hour. I screen recorded it. I make the video about it. Yeah. And do you know, this is one thing I'll say before I go. This shocks me, and I still don't understand it, right? I thought when Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay, what is 99% probably gameplay, leaked, I thought all the big AC channels were going to be talking about it. Like, you know, like the Blackwoods guy that loves his clickbait. He loves his clickbait. He doesn't miss a beat when it comes to Mirage leaks or whatever. That Your Raptor, who covers it anyway. The Access the Animus guy, he seems like a cool guy. I thought they'd all cover it. No one covered it. I don't get it. I don't understand, because, you know, the Blackwoods guy that, like, clickbaits everything, he'll make a million videos about one sentence that one developer hinted at and clickbait the hell out of it. But then we actually get a real leak and he doesn't do it. It's so weird. I honestly don't get it.
So Lily's saying, have you thought of recording these and putting them on the YouTube? On YouTube, yeah, they're here. Available.
Do you mean like what do you mean, like the lives?
Because the lives, they are available, aren't they?
The lives are all there. They're forever available in the lives tab of my channel. All of them from the first one are there. So I don't really need to re-upload. Sometimes I do like super cuts where I edit them together, do a bit of, you know, re-recording and stuff. Amazing evening. I'm proud to be part of the community. Oh, very kind. Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, I appreciate. So yeah, that was what I was going to say to end with. It was just really weird how, like, pretty much I was the only one to make the video about Jonathan's leak. It's really weird, because if I could get 20-something thousand views on that video, think about somebody with 100,000 subscribers. They're going to like 1 million views or something. Yeah. I just can't believe nobody talked about it. So my theory is they just didn't find out about it, you know, because I saw the story on his Instagram. I screen recorded the story and I made a video about it. And, you know, 24 hours later, the story's gone. I saved it. Maybe I do think I'm the only person who has the original screen recording of that footage, other than Jonathan, obviously, because the only person I saw make a video about it as well was like an AI voice YouTube channel who screen recorded my own video. He didn't even because my video was on loop, so it's like easy to use my video for visual sake. Yeah. But what he did was, instead of just screen recording the loop and nobody would know that he took mine, he screen recorded the bit where I add my own text. I'm like, if you're gonna copy me, do it properly, you know what I mean? Which is fine. I don't care. But so yeah, I just wonder if your Raptor and actually Anderson Blackwoods, maybe they just didn't find out about it. And if they did, they would have made Blackwoods would have made like 100 videos on it. Because they'd be like, so today, guys. So I'm not making fun of the accent, but he clickbaits too much. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. We will leave it there. It's been great talking to you guys today, having a bit of fun. We had a laugh. We had a goof. We had a
goof,
a gaff, or whatever they call it.
Leave some future scenarios as well in case we do, in case I return, or
you might return. You might return. I might return. Well, I'll be here next week. Yeah. Anyway, guys, love you. May the Father understand and guide us. I will see you soon.
See you.
And now I'm at that point where I haven't ended the stream and I've said goodbye and I've got to do the whole end stream.
Reach a neighbour awkwardly across me.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah, you wish.
Just remember that's on YouTube forever now.
Hell yeah, bro. All right, love you guys.
See ya.
May Father and Son guide us. I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.